Hey guys, so I've been getting this message like dominantly coming through, and I was directed to step on and create this video for my YouTube channel to honor this energetic exchange and vibration. But some of you are probably going to be feeling this, especially if you found this video and maybe you're not even like following me here on this channel or subscribed, and this landed in your field because this is something that's showing up for you. So over the last year, I have been really in a deep-rooted energy of expanding, of really understanding my mission on Earth, of really stepping into the space of ownership of that mission, of really allowing myself to actually move within a new infrastructure on the Earth plane. And this has shown up in all different kinds of ways, by the way I see people in my world, by who is in my world, by the programs and offers that I lead within in business and shaping them to actually feel more aligned, or totally dismantling them and taking them out of even perspective and really allowing my heart to lead. Now, when this happens, and when we start to actually move through this and we're expanding into new levels, or we're feeling new energy frequencies in the body, or we're shifting the traumas, like especially the deep-rooted work that we're doing in the shadow side of who we are and the honoring of our duality, we come up against these situations when we're tuned in, right? When we're really flowing with our intuition and we're really allowing ourselves to move with our intuitive flow. We come up against situations where that nervous energy starts to come into play. And when it starts to flutter into the field, we are up against, not in the way of like, let's say, courageously having to take action, which could be a thing. And some of you guys may need that energy in your field right now to actually boldly step in to your space, or to swallow the pill and to move forward inside of the dynamic. And I say swallow the pill as like an analogy of just like taking it down and moving forward, right? And some of you need that bold energy. So if that's you, here's a reminder inside of the space of that energetic capacity. But what I want to speak into is that there's moments that show up of taking personal responsibility. And the personal responsibility and ownership of who we are, ownership of our actions, ownership of the diminishment of light, ownership of the disconnect, is actually a powerful place to be. And the more we take ownership, and the more we step into personal responsibility, and the more we speak it into the world, and the more we own it into the world, the more we crumble the disassociation, the more we crumble the distortion around us. And this is so, so imperative at this moment of time, because we're playing in a matrix energy right now. The shadow energy is amplified. It's fucking some people up. It's creating doubt and chaos and struggle and all the things. But when we root back into our present moments and come back into that stillness, come back into this body, come back into our mind, allow the breath to serve us, move through some energy, and then we get into the truth, some of us need to speak into the world. So over the last year, because I've been doing a lot of this work, I'm coming up against timelines, certain situations that Colleen in the past would have ran away from, would have hid from, would have ignored, would have pretended wasn't happening. But Colleen now, because I am moving through this level of expansion, I'm moving through this next level, ownership and integrity in the energy of things is so important for the movement on Earth that we are creating. So when some situation happens, like just today that sprung all this on, I was like, this dropped in and I went, wait a second. What is it like for you to take personal responsibility for the situation? What does that feel like for you? What is that for you? What is that truth? Then we lead there. And we step into the space to have this conversation with this person that says, this is my truth. This is what's been happening. I take responsibility for this, and I apologize that I haven't taken responsibility sooner for this situation, and that it played out like this way, and that was never my intention for it to play out this way. But here's my new intention: to get this resolved today in the effectiveness of this, to get it ironed out by this date, to move this forward, to hold the integrity of whatever it is that you're working within. And some days it sucks, guys. Okay. Like some days, like taking this all in and actually owning it and being with it and saying, this is my fault. It sucks. I know it does. And a lot of us are running from these situations, or not addressing them, or putting them under the rug, or pretending like they're not happening. And the more we pretend like they're not happening and the more we put it under the rug, the more energy is being amplified over there. When we need that energy right now in our light movement forward, we need it to bring in more of our growth, more of our reach, more of our impact in our light. And that's what we're being called forward as light workers, as light warriors, as lightpreneurs, as the light of the world, because we are in a battle of energy. And the more light we can emulate in the world, the more light gets into the world. And if I'm walking around like my beacon of light right now in the world, then I'm amplifying people wherever I go. And that is one of the most important aspects of all of this endeavor inside of this space. It's about really allowing ourselves to maneuver forward. It's about really allowing ourselves to step in. It's about really allowing ourselves to be in this alignment, to move within this alignment, to adhere to this alignment, to be all in this landscape of everything. So as we move forward, the awareness and paying attention is super important. And you may have heard me speak about this if you follow me on other platforms. Like Instagram's my playground. And if you desire to feel into concepts, like I am posting on Instagram a couple times a day. Like there's so much content that moves there. I'm going to highly encourage you to go over there as well if you enjoy Instagram and that's your jam. And you'll find obviously a link in the description here if you want to come play with me over that way. But we are at a pivotal moment of time right now in our own evolution, which then reflects the collective, right? Because everything is energetic and everything is combined together. So I want to leave this in your field today for you to pay attention to, for you to feel into your own energetics, to be like, where is this necessary? Where is this needed? Where am I not honoring this? And then watch as it starts to show up for you, because it will start to show up for you. I know it will, because it's really amazing for me. But it gets easier, guys. Trust me, it does. Like, it's like you bite the bullet once, okay, we breathe in. Then it's easier the next time. Then it's easier the next time. Then it's easier the next time. And it gets easier. So I want to phrase that for you and frame that for you so you can feel it and honor it and be with it. And that's the channeled message for today. So I hope you guys feel into that, and I love you. And I will see you guys all again somewhere down the line. All right, have a great rest of your day today.